Give me just 1 second here. I need to get the all the stream stuff set up. Hold on 1 minute. All right, I think we're good. So I'm gonna do some PvP stuff as well. We also have the calling that we just got. I need to scale down my tooltip thing real quick too. Is that too small? We have the calling quest. Why is that going down? It's like not in the right spot. Let's reload. We have the calling quest that I want to do in Torghast, which we also have a couple of our legendary recipes are actually out of there as well. And then I'm going to PvP. Close enough. We had to fake it there, but we'll do a 3 on this side. So I actually got really lucky. My first run through on the other side, the other portal, I got the legendary that's like the Fellstalker, or sorry, the Dreadstalker one. So we need to do this. So we need to do this side for the other legendaries. Let me see. It's unfortunate it cuts off the screen right here, but there's 2. Yeah, it's the Handigal Dan one, and then there's one other one, I think. But the Handigal Dan one is the one I'm thinking towards making first. Let's do this one. Which way should we go? Let's go this way first. Because I think that I'm pretty torn on which one I want to use, like for PvP and stuff like that. I'm still pretty up in the air, but I think the Handigal Dan one's gonna be the best all around, like that I can just use all the time and it will have value. I do think the Demon Bolt buff legendary is the one I want to try to utilize in raid. I think on longer fights that will be a very, very, very strong legendary. But I think in PvP it's basically going to have no value because I don't think it'll be reliable to be able to get, you know, 3 or 4 shadow bolts up. It's just kind of my thoughts right now. So I'm trying to kind of think of, I've been trying to look at some of these, the other ones, to see if any of these other ones made sense. One that I thought was kind of interesting. The claw could be good because drain life I think will actually end up being a big part of our overall survivability. And then the other one that I thought was interesting was the gate one, this one, where your demonic gateway is instant and your first use does not trigger the cooldown. So the fact that we could basically in the opener and arenas and situations like that, gateway, I can basically fleshcraft right away if I need to in the opener to get the shield. I don't have to worry about trying to hard cast this. And then it gives me 2 massive, like, gap, not gap closers, but gap creators. Especially if you pair it with gateway mastery. Like, it seems like kind of weird. You would think that something that's buffing your gateway wouldn't particularly be, you know, I don't know, like a good trait that you'd be trying to go for your legendaries. But I think in PvP and arena stuff that might be really strong because it's a ton of distance, and if we're playing demo and we have a good amount of damage coming from our pets, I could see the gateway legendary actually being super, super strong because we have our curses, right? So we can basically just curse everyone to have, you know, massive, you know, kite ability potential anyway. And then you basically can gateway twice and you can use your portal. And if you're running gateway mastery, your gateway cooldown is reduced. And the distance of the gateway is super far and it's instant cast, so you can be like recasting it potentially like on the move. I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking out loud, but I'm, you know, I was trying to think like all the legendaries I think in a PvE environment or Mythic Plus, you know, raid stuff, it's easy to see all the potential that those legendaries are going to have. But talking about PvP situations, I'm having a harder time finding, you know, a situation like a legendary that would actually be really good. And just like what I'm thinking in my head. The Implosion one, I don't think would be good. The Dreadstalker one could be good, but it's going to be contingent on you being able to cast Handigal Dan a bunch, which I don't think is going to be super reliable as far as just like our overall damage output. Which is my same kind of issue with the Handigal Dan 15% chance to proc legendary as well. Oh, that was bad. What is this thing hitting us? Oh, you know, we don't have health stones either. Let me make some really quick. Oh no. Holy shit. I'm so slowed. That was almost real bad. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't know that guy was gonna be that hard. You haven't done Torghast yet? Yeah, I have. I got the calling quest though. We got the calling quest that that we need to like collect these little anima embers. I've already done both sides as a 3. So I'm like done. I have the 8, whatever the cap is, 810. Isn't that what it is? Is this the last should go this way. Wait till Tuesday then? What, to do the calling? No, it's okay. I'm just gonna do it now. I don't mind doing this. This is kind of like, this stuff is kind of fun, and I like don't really know Torghast that well. And I don't want to like wait and have like a bunch of extra, like I don't want to have a bunch of shit to do on Tuesday. Bah, bah. Defends you, implosion crit. I'll go with this calling Dreadstalkers one. I don't really like any of those. The most overpowered one for us for sure is the, I feel like I should do this quest though. Did I just finish it? Oh, nice. That was it? Hell yeah. Your spells, attacks. Oh, this, I haven't seen this one. Kyrian Blessing. Your spells attack have a chance to create a 35 mastery for 15 seconds. That's actually going to be kind of good with this, because if I compare that with the other one that buffs my pet damage by 25%, then we'll be doing a ton of damage. I should probably just go to the next floor though at this point, right? Heal our boy up here a little bit, and then we'll walk through. But yeah, so I'm thinking about making the demonic gateway legendary. I don't know if that's gonna be a stupid idea, or if it could be pretty cool, giving us just a bunch of extra mobility. 2 uses of your gateway can be pretty insane. Especially the far, like the far gateway is 60 yards. And you just like summon all your pets gateway away, and let your pets just like wreck the other person. Otherwise, I feel like the go-to in PvP is just going to be the life drain one. I don't know. I can't see a situation where I'm going to be able to reliably, like, that I would want to bank on being able to hard cast Hand of Gul'dan. I don't know if that's going to be a viable legendary option for PvP. I'm surprised we're getting these materials so fast. I'm gonna be done with this before we even finish. Oh. Overlap my stuns around that guy. It's kind of a waste. But I don't see any of the other Demonology specific legendaries being good for PvP. So if that's the case, what's the play? You go Gateway, go Life Drain. Do I go one of the other like random, just generic ones? I don't know. After I've played around with this this like improved gateway, I really like it though. You can get some really cool gateways in arenas, like you can just gateway across the entire map. So I feel like being able to do that twice and having the gateway mastery reducing the cooldown, I feel like it's just gonna be so strong if I can. What the hell? What are you doing over there, big guy? What does it mean target's not in line of sight? It's not letting me use my demonic strength? Interesting, interesting. I need to get this bug boy mount. While you're in combat, your size increased by 100%. You automatically knock all players and enemies that come within 2 yards of yourself. Your attacks have a chance to launch damage, allowing you to ignore 100% of the target armor. I feel like both of these kind of suck for me. But this is damage. I'm gonna do the damage one. Let's go free these guys. We got the boss there. We have our cooldowns back up. Go get him, little guy. I also tried out the Shadow Bolt build today. I'm gonna fleshcraft here in this kind of pack. We get the humanoid buff, giving us that that extra mastery. Free this buddy. Fleshcraft shield 8,000. Oh. That up. I always forget that I have to you have to cast the freeing. I don't know if it's even worth casting Decimating Bolt because they literally just die before I can even do anything. Should we do this again? Is this stack? This is gonna give me 70% mastery. That'll be pretty OP if that does. I'm sure it probably does, huh? These are all kind of crappy. But yeah, we have the two synergies I'm thinking about is the Gateway Legendary with Gateway Mastery, and then the Life Drain Legendary with Essence Drain. Because this lets you get that stack up super fast. And I think those two are probably going to be our best for like PvP. And I think the Life Drain one I think will be really cool if you were running some kind of like real tanky build, and you run real tanky conduits and your soul binds and stuff, and you basically are trying to do this beefy survivable. I know this stuff's off the screen for you guys. Let me I'll try and click through this real quick. All we got was the health one, and then we got another orb. Instantly earn. I don't really understand why you would want this. I guess just for the buff, but like it may kill you. I'm like, This one I actually really like. Fleshcraft increases your intellect by 8%. Because if I'm playing it right, I basically should have that up 100% of the time. So it's a constant 8 buff. I usually try and wait and time it. Like I'll do it before the bosses or whatever. I don't use Shadow Fury all that much in this. I guess I probably should use it a little more, but I feel like my pet doesn't really die, and it's kind of makes more sense to just do a little more damage. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, we got to look for that mastery buff. See, so now we have this this tyrant soul. So we end up having these like super strong 30-second windows. It's like it lasts forever. Guidance, that's not it. A fleshcraft here. So if you can do it in these big packs, see, like we stacked all 3 buffs and we get the intellect, so it ends up making your fleshcraft super strong. Because you literally are getting like a bunch of mastery, you get like bonus spell damage if there's the right kind of mobs, you're getting like health on kill. Like right there, you see that 693 health on kill is from the fleshcraft bonus. Whoa, what the hell is that? That's my the little passive when I kill these guys and they explode. They literally just one-shot everything. I also tried out, I was trying it a little bit earlier, this Shadow Bolt build. This is another alternative. This is like a real good example of why I think Demonology in general is going to be so cool for Shadowlands, is it has a lot of different options. So I was trying this earlier, Pleasure Through Pain. when you have your succubus out, your shadow damage is increased by 15% and your shadow bolt cast is reduced by half a second. So obviously you end up having to run succubus to do this, but the shadow damage bonus applies to Doom, it applies to Decimating Bolt, it applies to Demon Bolt, it applies to Shadow Bolt. It applies to all of those major abilities. I like this one. Decimating Bolt bonus damage increased by 50%. So it makes it our bonus damage on our Demon Bolt 150%. Okay, we're gonna power core here, hand to Gul'dan, then we're gonna watch 2 big Demon Bolts. Bah! Bah! Big 3K. Big 3K, 4K. Primary stat is increased by... What? This seems insane. There's no negative thing. Usually there's like some like weird like, oh, but you can't heal yourself or something. OP. But so I was trying the that succubus playstyle earlier, and so your shadow bolt does bonus damage, your demon bolt does bonus damage, Doom, if you were to run Doom with that build, Doom does bonus damage. Like all the tooltips change. So it makes it where it's, I think it could be a pretty interesting playstyle. It's more of a glass cannon type build because you don't have the pet stun, but you have the succubus, seduce. But the fact that it also buffs your decimating bolt, I thought was super cool because the whole playstyle where we've been going off of these, like trying to pull off these real big demon bolt, you know, casts, that basically is the maximum damage you could do with that type of a playstyle is with running the succubus and that bonus, because it's a 15% damage bonus on top of that. So I'd run that instead of running Doom. I tried running Doom and I could see Doom being cool. I just really like Power Siphon in PvP. Power Siphon just is insane in PvP. Hello, I'm French. I love your content. I'm playing Demonology 2. I have 168 eye level at the moment. I have 2K2 rating and 2s in Season 4 of BFA. What do you think about Demo All Content PvP Raid Mythic Plus? I'm really excited about Mythic Plus, and thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it, man. I know some very inappropriate phrases in French. I think so. I have played retail, like WoW. I've played every expansion when WoW's come out with a new expansion. I've always been like a big fan of whatever the new content is. I played a lot of BFA and I just didn't like it. I played Hunter at the beginning. I had leveled up this Warlock. I didn't really play it much. I played a little bit of Destro in BFA towards the end because Destro was just so strong. And like I messed around with arenas. I've gotten up to like 2200 arena. But I think it was like back in WoD. It was a while back. So, but I've always like arena'd casually, right? Where like I'll play with friends and like not really tried to push rating, but just to play, to be able to, you know, just kind of have fun in PvP because I really enjoy retail PvP. I think that, I think Demo is actually going to be in a really good spot for this season. We'll have to see. I think Demonology is a very unique playstyle. Hold on, let's read this. Gaining a stack of Soul Remnant Blessing increases your pet's damage by 200% for 15 seconds. So that's this. Okay, let's go with that. That'll be fun. Demonology is a really unique playstyle, but I don't know if it'll be the meta because so far the issues I've had with PvP with Demo specifically as it relates to PvP is if you're getting kicked, which I think really any caster has that similar problem. So I don't know how much of it you can attribute to like a weakness to Demonology, but getting kicked is obviously an issue. Like, and if you have a couple melee on you, your damage is pretty nerfed, but I don't know if it's nerfed a lot more than if you were playing Destro or Affliction. Obviously, Affliction, you have a few instant casts, so it does help, you know, specifically with that. And if my pet gets killed. Those are the two things that seem the most kind of problematic for Demonology. If I'm getting like just trained by a couple melee, that's pretty tough. And if they're focusing my pet and killing my pet and I basically end up not having my pet, that's also pretty tough. But I don't know how much of that is specific to just Demo. Like, I feel like that would be an issue with any of the specs that you're playing as a Warlock, right? I also think that Demo has the highest survivability. That's my guess as of right now, based off of different kinds of legendaries and things we're gonna use. I think Demo is actually gonna be a really tanky playstyle, which I'm really looking forward to. Mythic Plus, I think we're gonna be really, really, really good, because our constant cleave is just insane, and we have a few different types of builds. You know, so you can go around like a Dreadstalker cleave build, having like basically cleave every 20 seconds and kind of being able to go around like these big implosions. We also have Demonic Strength is like a big 1 minute cooldown depending on what kinds of Mythic Plus content you're doing. The part that I don't know and that I'm the most eager to kind of find out is how we're going to do in raids. I think we have some options in our legendaries and some talents via Doom and some of the different legendaries and different synergies between those legendaries and talents that I think we'll be able to have different combinations of PvE builds that will all be good, which I'm really looking forward to. But I think that's going to be the case. I think we'll have, you know, various builds you can actually play in a raid environment that will still all perform pretty well. So I think we'll be good. I don't know, like, because I never really do much of like the simming and all of that. I don't know exactly how they're determining overall performance of different classes when they're doing that, because I feel like the fact that we have the legendaries added in really adds a whole nother level to that. I mean, I'm assuming it's on like an average or whatever, but when you're playing a spec that's, you know, pretty underrepresented for the most part, like how many people are testing all the raids with, you know, the Hand to Gul'dan legendary versus, you know, the Burning Core legendary? Like, how much testing is actually going on with this? Or, you know, you're using the Dread Calling legendary, and are people playing the right talents? What's your, you know, kill time on that? Like, I don't know how they're really coming up with the sims on some of that stuff. And I feel like when we're playing a spec that's, you know, for the most part is going to be pretty underrepresented, at least initially. Demo's not like the go-to spec for Warlock, I would not say at all. So I don't know how much data there actually is to really be able to figure that stuff out. And I think we're going to catch a lot of people off guard. I know just from running Mythic, like, you know, the Mythic Zeros, the groups I was in, people were like, oh shit, like, how's Demo? Like, is Demo's actually really good or what? Like, people were surprised seeing it and being able to, like, see me actually pump damage. And I think we're going to have a similar situation when we get into the raids here. Part that I think will be, oh yeah, this is our best Torghast trait. If you can get this Hellfire Pact, the summon demons damage is increased by 25%. So I thought originally that this applied to like our imps and our Dreadstalkers. This is only for our Felguard. So it's important to understand that, but if you get that in like Demonic Strength, you literally, your pet just obliterates everything. Like, so watch, I'm not even gonna Tyrant or anything, but like you see it's 1600. Like he just does so much damage. The pet just literally chunks so hard. But we'll see. I was running some arenas. I'll do some skirms after we finish this too, and I just feel very strong. I feel like I have a lot of burst in arena as Demo. I feel like I'm not having to hard cast a ton to be able to get decent damage off. Like if I'm getting focused, I'm still able to you know, either like Unending Resolve into Tyrant to be able to like ensure that I'm able to get my big, you know, cooldowns off and still be able to pump damage if I'm getting focused. Much more so than if I was playing Destro, for example. Like that was my biggest issue playing Destro, is you play Destro and if you have 2 melee on you, it's very hard to be able to cast Chaos Bolt if they're good, right? It's like they can wait and lock you out, and you don't have like a way of doing like a bunch of instant cast Chaos Bolts or anything like that. So you kind of inevitably just get really bottlenecked with your damage output if you start getting focused by multiple melee or, you know, oops, I didn't mean to cast that. Or like a shaman healer and a, you know, a melee or whatever. If you're getting trained, it gets to where it's real tough to deal with. Whereas for Demo, I feel like at the very least we have our Call Dreadstalkers being instant cast. We have our, you know, curses that we can be throwing up for utility. We have our pets doing damage, and then we're basically just trying to squeeze these like Handed Gul'dan casts off. What does this do? And getting like the, you know, our Demon Bolt instant casts all the time makes it so I feel like we're not having to actually hard cast that much at all. Okay, let's try this one now. Is it supposed to increase my size? Didn't it say it's supposed to increase my size by 100%? Oh no, I don't look very big. Should we go up? Up here or through the portal? Let's just go through the portal. There's one that increases your pet's damage and health by 100%. It goes up to 500%. Yeah, I had that one the first time I ran this. It was so good. There was one time we ran this and I got lucky with like a few of those, the 25% pet damage ones. And on the last boss, by the time I was like full strength, my demonic strength, my pet was whirlwinding, was critting for 47,000 per individual tick of the actual like blade storm thing. It was so funny. It was cracking up. So much damage. I like run up to these guys. Did they run away? Just gonna heal my pet up. Let me do almost 20 to 30k DPS during my burst. Yeah, that last boss when I had all of the pet stuff stacked, we finished that fight. I was at like 23k DPS. It was insane. It was super fun. I don't know how much I'll do Torghast, but it is kind of it feels like pretty unique, you know what I mean? It feels very different than like going out and doing world quests and all that stuff. It is a fun little kind of change of pace for whatever content you're doing. I'm curious to see how they buff it later, like if they maybe add like cosmetic stuff for accomplishing certain, you know, feats within Torghast, kind of like Mage Tower-ish type stuff. I think that would be really cool. I don't know. I'm excited to see it. It adds like a whole nother layer of content to do if they start designing stuff kind of around Torghast, which I'm excited for. I think it'll be cool. It's been fun so far. I've really enjoyed it. Just a little bit that I've gotten to kind of mess around with it. Big burst there, dude. Big burst. 7k DPS single target. Let's go. Killing them all right increases your maximum health by 2%. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm also got a fleshcraft here on top of this guy. Pretty much turn my pet into doing Torghast and me being a secondary pet. I know, right? It was funny as I was looking at that and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pump these like real big demon bolts into the target. Like I'm gonna be doing so much damage. And I looked at the damage done after. It was all my pets. I was like, I can just stand there, man. I'm not even doing anything. But it's cool. It's a pretty fun play style if you do it. I hope they come up with a little bit of some more kind of glass cannon-y caster things for Demonology, like increase your demon bolt damage or increase your shadow bolt damage. It seems like most of this stuff kind of revolves around, you know, fleshcraft, picking up like the random little souls, and like pet damage kind of stuff. That's kind of like the gist of a lot of the traits. But I mean, think about it. If they just add in a couple, these all kind of suck. If they just add in a couple traits, I have like a bunch of those points or whatever to spend. Like they could just add in a few more of the traits and it would totally change the play style. You know what I mean? None of those are really that good either. I'm gonna wait 8 seconds here for our grimoire. Oh, the music stopped. Continue watching? Yes. So I did have one time that my pet died on these, and it really kind of like... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That my pet died, and I was like, oh shoot, and I had to like throw up my gate and stuff like that, so I kind of preemptively try and do all that. You see he's actually taking like a good amount of damage right now. So I basically do my big like burst, and then probably am gonna have to funnel. I'm gonna call Dreadstalkers here first, and then I'm gonna get full shards. I'm gonna do one more big burst here, and then I'm gonna health funnel just to make sure he doesn't die. And then I'm gonna Hand Gul'dan. Health funnel again just to be safe. And then I'm gonna pet stun. I'm gonna fear him too, just to be safe. Do one more little Hand Gul'dan. Demonic strength. Nice. These are fun. I'm curious to see once it goes up like to the higher difficulty ones, how tough they are, right? Like the level 8 or whatever they're called, level 8, level 9. Like as you start getting higher and higher, how tough they are. I know that the 3 threw me off a little bit at first. It was noticeable how much more difficult the 3 was compared to the... Where do I turn this in? Turn this in back in the hood. Yeah. Okay, so let's queue for some arena skirms. Oh, Hearth. Doesn't help that my pet had 100k HP. Dude, it was crazy. I know that because I literally got whatever the same one you're talking about, the same trait, and my pet had like 96,000 health. I was like, what the heck is going on? I hated that boss that you're about to fight. Yeah, the one that I had the hard time with, it wasn't that big rock guy. It was like a gargoyle kind of looking guy, and it was tough. He killed my pet super fast, and then I like rezzed him, and then he killed my pet super fast again, and then I was screwed. That's the situation I think is going to be the most difficult for us, is if we get our pet killed a bunch of times in PvP. But I think we'll probably also be able to potentially... Okay, well that was kind of anticlimactic. I just got some grace to sell. I need to get the bag add-on that puts all my bags in one big block like I have on Classic. What do you think about stat priorities like haste for PvP, PvE, how we can do damage from implosion, mastery boost damage of implosion? So far, it's going to be hard to say. I think there's going to be playstyles where you can stack mastery and rely kind of more on your pets, potentially, which I think will be a viable option once we have some legendaries and some more conduits, you know, and like the soul binds. I've been basically, like, my gear is I've been stacking haste. So I have 600 haste, which isn't a ton, but it's a lot. Like all my gear, basically, I've been like prioritizing haste any way I can. And like the pieces I didn't get haste, you know, for mythic zeros and stuff, that was the PvP gear that I like replaced with. So I've been trying to run full haste for a couple reasons. Haste is always a good option because it also benefits like your fear and your CCs, right? Because it's just faster cast times all the time. I'm gonna fleshcraft here, and I'm gonna try and send my pet in so that I can't get sapped.
You want to know why
I'm gonna open on this priest though.
7 days a week doesn't work for you when you're trying to lose weight? Because it never has. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. Cardio actually burns calories, usually in the form of carbs in the bloodstream that are then replaced with the very next meal that you eat and stored as more fat. This is why when you even eat low-calorie foods or run
So
for
we
an
did
hour a
33K.
day, it seems like you get softer, but you don't actually lose
To the
weight.
15. You can see our
And this is one
damage
of the
breakdown
biggest
up here on the
reasons
top,
why most
Tyrant
weight loss
wrecked.
attempts fail
So
within the first
generally,
3 weeks.
I'm always opening with unending resolve
Never done an hour of cardio in the past
if they're
5
focusing me
years,
to
and
ensure
I'd
that I get the
say
Tyrant off and to
some
mitigate as
like
much
that
damage as
year
possible in
round.
that opener.
Well, you could say, well,
Because that's really like the only scary part. After I get my pets out, like I'm not that worried because I can just basically run around and try and survive.
You can follow diets.
I was gonna fly back to
You can say, I'm not in shape because
go see what
I don't
the
know
rep
who
vendor
listens,
gives. That's
I
what I was
don't
gonna
know
do.
even what to do. Well, here's your chance to put
But
all
I think
those
there will
myths
be
to
ways
rest.
to play around like a mastery build. But what I was saying is like the thing that I like about doing a haste kind of setup is that haste benefits like all of your stuff. So if you're casting fear a lot, you know, haste is benefiting being able to get those fears off quicker and more reliably. It doesn't matter how much damage any of your stuff is doing if you can't get the actual cast off. So like casting, you know, shadow bolts and handle dance and being able to ensure that you get the actual cast itself off is a really big deal.
So let me help you.
Let me turn this ad off. That's annoying. So I think haste and verse are always going to be very, very, very good in PvP. The other thing that's great about stacking haste and verse is they're good on every spec. So if you're kind of one of those players that likes to play Affliction sometimes and play Destro sometimes, haste and verse are always going to be good. But the mastery boost on the implosion, like that could be a cool idea. I just don't know if being able to do the implosion stuff is going to require you being able to hardcast multiple Hand of Gul'dans. I don't know how reliable that's going to be. Maybe I start getting more comfortable with Demonology, and you know, I think that that's a pretty realistic situation. But right now, I'm not comfortable enough with the spec to feel like I could do that confidently. I also think it'd be different if I was playing like with a healer in 2s and playing 3s like with a healer in like comms and stuff like that. I feel like it would feel very different than what it feels like right now. But the only dungeon I've struggled hard with is Dungeon in Maldrax. Is the final boss is and Plaguefall. The hardest one for me on Mythic 0 was not Plaguefall, it was Theater. Amphitheater of Anguish or whatever it's called, Theater one. That last boss we wiped on like 7 times because there's just so many mechanics going on that people just kept getting hit by the little bulls, the little ghost bull things, and like getting one shot. Okay, this is gonna be tough. Let me get this off. Nice, sap me. Put my fleshcraft on cooldown too. I should have sent my pet in a little bit sooner. That was misplayed by me right there. Okay. What the hell? Why isn't it letting me click the gate? What? You guys see that? What the hell is that? It didn't let me click the gate? I've had that bug out a couple times. I don't know why it's doing that. I literally trinketed to click the gate and it wouldn't port me. Well, it looks, this is kind of, I don't think it's supposed to be like this. Aren't we supposed to be on the little penis mount thing? Maybe you should finish leveling a Warlock. Dude, Warlock's really fun. Demonology is a lot of fun. I want to try Affliction in Arena 2 and see how I like Affliction. But I've really been liking Demonology. It's a very specific playstyle though. So there's, depending on on your own kind of playstyle, it might not be a fun one for you, but it seems overall, it feels like it's pretty decent, pretty strong. I kept getting whacked by the tentacles. The tentacle mechanic in that dungeon actually I like that. That mechanic is a cool mechanic. I don't have a problem with that mechanic at all. But the one in Amphitheater was just, there's so many things. I think the biggest thing that was tough with Amphitheater was the fact that there's these ads spawning and you need to kill them. And so you're having to like switch off and find the ads, kill the ads, and then also being able to like watch for these new mechanics. Where's the rep vendor? Is it over here? We also leveled up alchemy last night too. I leveled up alchemy to like 170, or like almost maxed alchemy. When I play Arena, I'm playing with the PvP talent of the Succubus. The shadow damage increase one. Is that what you mean, Sora? Can't wait for the new season so I can finally play with the H-Pal again and not get kicked with Bop. Yeah, see, so that's the thing is like, I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think will be kind of the few determining factors of how successful Demo is like what kind of comps we can run. I think H-Pal is going to be a really, really strong partner for us. I could also see Shaman working really well, but you might want to run like Ellie Shaman with like H-Pal. I feel like that would be a really strong comp, like Demo, Ellie, H-Pal. It's like a kind of a wizard cleave kind of build. You have the Hex and the Kick from the Shaman. You have the Stun from the H-Pal. I feel like overall that could be good. I could also see Demo doing well with Marksman Hunter. Just kind of how your setup is in general. I think I might get sapped here. I'm trying to send my pet in. Run faster, big guy. Come on. You got this. That was our big burst. The Johnny Tsunami. What are you doing, little guy? What are you doing, little guy? I need to set up some macros too, because I don't have any focus macros or anything set up. And I feel like that will be kind of significant with this playstyle. I think having a focus pet stun macro will be really good. And then like being able to manage that well with fear and being able to like off CC with our pet stun, and like I can Grimoire my kill target, pet stun the healer. The problem I have had is like you need to be in range and stuff like that. So I got to get a little bit better at the kind of pet micromanaging. I know this is slightly off screen for you guys here, but I'm just reading this really quick. This is a very, very cool mount for Exalted Rep. I feel like they could come up with something that could have made something cooler. That's kind of cool. I like that. I do like that they came up with these like these cool little like back things. I don't know if the other reps have that, but I do like that for Necrolord. Very kind of thematic. Also like kind of goes with the whole Warlock thing. I need to be using the legendary skin where I have the little floating head. I have like a little floating crystal behind me. I struggle with running with druids and priests due to them mind controlling the wrong person and cycloning the wrong person, so my pets reset and hit cyclone. Yeah. Does cyclone DR with fear or no? Is it fear and trap the DR? Also, personally, I feel like double DPS demo is extremely hectic. Yeah. It could be fun running like BM Hunter demo though, and having just like a bunch of pets. I feel like could also be one of those like kind of trolly fun comps. I mean, it all depends. It's really hard to say what will be good for like high rated arena. I think there'll be a lot of fun comps to play up to like 1800 2K, you know, that will be decent and have kind of like their own I don't know, their own little niche. Okay, kick it. I'm gonna save my other stuff here. Nice. Nice. Pet stun. Didn't even tyrant. Didn't even tyrant. Drop down, big boy. Oh, what? How'd he kill me from... What the hell was that? I didn't tyrant and I didn't unending resolve. We got a little cocky there. If our hunter doesn't kill him, is Ellie good? That lasso is pretty OP. This might be bad. I didn't get my gate up either. I don't know if it would have mattered there. Nice, good scatter. Aim shot into arcane shot. Boom, big damage. I don't think that that's the covenant you're supposed to have gone, but it's okay. Just get a heal. You probably want to trap the pet that's on you, because it looks like he is wrecking you. I wonder if you can re-stealth. No. Come on, man. Come on, man. We misplayed that, though. I played that kind of bad. I could have... I used my coil to kill the rogue there, and I probably should have tried to hold it and popped, like, unending resolve. It's okay. I believe Cyclone's on its own CC. I thought it DR'd with fear, but I could be wrong. Okay, so Night Fae, you get a backpack. Okay, Night Fae, you get a backpack. For Venthyr, you get a tombstone. And Bastion, you get nothing. Is that right? Well, Necrolord is definitely the coolest one aesthetically, I think. I just run Reflect so I can reflect Cyclone, which is nice. Yeah, the Nether Ward is good. I haven't messed with it really at all because it can be dispelled. I probably should. That's kind of one of those things where generally when I'm playing in a class that I'm not super familiar with, I'll pick stuff that's pretty basic and get to where I feel real comfortable with that stuff, and then I kind of like take one new ability at a time so that I can, the majority of my rotation I kind of have down, you know, subconsciously, where I'm not having to focus on it too much. And then it allows me to kind of really focus on using that one ability and kind of how I need to play with that one ability. So that's why, like, for all my PvP talents, I was running, like, Master Gate was a good example. Same with Summoner. Amplify Curse was, like, a little bit, and I was running Essence Drain a lot early on just because it's passive. That's usually my playstyle, just so that I can kind of I don't get too overwhelmed. Because I don't like running a bunch of, like, on-use type things and then never actually using them. Should we go warrior here? What do we do? Go warrior? I think probably go warrior. Oh. Okay, we'll go shaman. Oh, he reflected my shit. Nice. Shadowlands kill Classic. No one's online. I don't think it will kill Classic. I think it's just Shadowlands is the new stuff, right? Also, Shadowlands, they've done a really good job with. There's a lot of stuff that I was very skeptical on. It's like an autistic bear mount. What the hell is this thing? Now that I said that, I'm not gonna be able to see that and not think that. No, I think Classic will be fine once Shadowlands is not like brand new. You know what I mean? It's less than a week old. So people are just coming on to Shadowlands. They've done a good job with Shadowlands. They took out a lot of the systems that were kind of a pain, you know, that were not enjoyable. And overall, Shadowlands has been really fun. Very fun, very enjoyable. The kind of Covenant character progression stuff seems, you know, is really cool from like an, you know, RPG kind of perspective. I'm a big fan of the gearing with the honor is all stuff like in the right direction. The world quests don't feel super monotonous and repetitive, at least not yet.
True stories.
The callings being able to be, you know, different content that you're getting to do to basically complete that stuff. There's a lot of cool things that are positive. And then, you know, you obviously have new dungeons and new raid encounters and stuff like that. That's just going to be fun for a lot of people as well. You're right about the fear DR. Yeah, I thought fear DR with clone. That's why I don't think it'd be good to run. I think Pally Healer honestly is the best for Warlock, just because Monk doesn't really provide a ton of CC for you to like set up, and I'm pretty sure in cap DR is your fear as well. Pally just having the Hodge and the Bop is just so good. Go Hunter. We're in the Shadowlands since everyone's gonna be dying Nax. I know. I'm excited to try out Nax. Please say my username, Griffin Brumley. What do you mean? Am I missing something? A Fleshcraft here. Is this rogue gonna just 1v1? The other thing that's kind of cool is that Tyrant is not target specific. Is not target specific, and you can do it if you're line of sighted. Okay, interesting play. Watch coil into decimating bolt. Big damn. Coil into decimating bolt's a big one. I think another playstyle, what I was saying earlier though, the succubus honor talent, playing into that decimating bolt burst might be another viable option. Am I missing something with the username? I'm so confused. Add 5 levels to a battle pet. Oh, we should use this. We should use this. Our battle pet. Oh, we can't get the appearances tab over here. One sec, I'm trying to fix some of this stuff on my other monitor. I don't know what happened. I was gonna turn on the ultra wide. I was gonna turn on the ultra wide, but it's all like bugged out again. I don't know why it messes up so much. It's really annoying. Let me see if I can let me see if I can mess with this real quick and get it to work. Does Classic WoW 31 point Bestial Wrath talent break out of current hibernate on a pet? That's a good question. You know, I don't really ever go against BM hunters. I don't. To be honest, I don't know. I would be guessing. I would say no, I don't think it does. I don't think it would break it out, but I could be wrong on that. I would think that it might not let you cast. Oop. Okay, we gotta go quick here. Nice. Okay, we're gonna super slow the decay here. We'll send our pet in. He's probably gonna grip me here. Stunned. I'm gonna just cast Tyrant anyway. Okay. Coil into Decimating Bolt. I was hitting the wrong button. Pet stun. Hand to Gul'dan. Siphon. Dreadstalkers. Bolt. 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 See ya. So that's the play right there. That's the setup that I need to try and get down to a T. Coil into Decimating Bolt. You want to get one hand of Gul'dan off after your Tyrant so that you have enough imps up to be able to power siphon. That's the big trick right there. Okay, let's see if we can get this ultra wide to work. How do I make this swap over transition? I think this might be a little buggy. Oh, it looks like it worked. The cam's all off though. That's so weird. It wasn't showing it.
Listen to music with your screen locked. YouTube Music Premium. Start a 1 month free trial.
I can fix this. I think that's good. Hold on, that better? Should we play some Ultrawide? If we play Ultrawide, I'll move this stuff over. We can do it here for a little bit. This is kind of bugging out my my target of target. I need to move the tiny tooltip up as well. You guys like the ultrawide? Should we mess with the ultrawide? I feel like it's kind of cool because you get a different perspective if you don't play on ultrawide. I wish there was a way to do it where it's scaled a little bit better. But Fleshcraft, he's probably gonna go on me. Dude, I get focused every single time. I'm gonna just go ahead and gate here. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna stun the Warlock. He's gonna kick that. I'm gonna stun him again here. Tyrant. Kick that. Nice, good life grip. I'm gonna pet stun. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to get Tyrant off, I don't think. Damn, dude. Is my gate up? Nice, Tyrant. He's gonna grip me here. He should, yeah. Tyrant again. Okay. It's fine. We don't need our Tyrant. He doesn't have kick up. Get a decimating bolt. Curse. I misplayed that a bunch of different ways, but the other thing I need to do is upgrade. I need to buy any of the other honor pieces just to be ready for the next ideally we want to cap the 15k honor so that we can upgrade in 2 weeks all of our stuff. So basically between now and then I'm gonna wait for the next week though of Mythic Zeros, because whatever pieces we get Mythic Zero, I don't think I'll need to upgrade, but we'll see. Or I'm gonna like prioritize those second, I should say. Let's move the tiny tooltip up as well. Tiny tooltip's been kind of buggy with how it's worked. smaller cam. I feel like we should probably go Warlock here. Nice. Okay, he gated in. That was a big mistake on his part. You about to die, big boy. Oh, I just coiled myself. Pet stun. Not gonna be able to get decimating bolt off here, I don't think. He's LOS, LOS, LOS. I just played that a little bit. Coiled myself, it was bad. Not joking, on Classic, do you true level 1 to 60 as full balance or as Feral? I actually played like Feral leveling. I played like Heart of the Wild initially. Heart of the Wild NS was kind of the build I was going for the first like phase 1 of Classic because it allowed me the ability to like heal or tank or DPS dungeons, like gearing up depending on what we needed. So that was what I had played initially. And I healed the first couple Molten Core raids that we did. And then after I healed the first couple raids, I wanted to try and go balance. And so just since then, I've basically just been playing balance. In hindsight, I wish I did level as balance because I think it would have been a pretty fun experience, but I didn't. I've thought about making a second druid as well. And if I did that, I would level him as balance and play balances. If I could do it over again, I would play balance leveling up. I think it'd be pretty fun. The thing that's nice if I'm playing the Ultrawide, I don't have to worry about stuff being cut off for you guys. I feel like I shouldn't run Amp Curse and I should run like Essence Drain or something. I'm not very good about using Amp Curse. We gotta go Hunter here.
Why waste 100
as soon as he
nights testing
pops.
a mattress? Head into Ashley Home
Where is he?
Store and experience your new mattress in a box before you buy it. Then simply order
Big
online
damn.
or from your local store. Click the link to have better sleep shipped free to your door.
I'm gonna
Ashley
coil
Home
the
Store.
Pally.
This is home.
I'm just gonna try and get some damage off here. Pet stun, he's immune. I'm guessing he's bopped. Oop. And Ryan is dead. Can we kill? Oh. we're screwed here, guys. Is gonna fear the pally? This is a brutal comp, man. The hunter class trait that lets them shoot through walls, I feel like that needs to get nerfed. Because it makes it there's no way to counterplay that. Like if he pops that and then also gets a bop like he did there, you literally can't do anything. It's so stupid. Because you can't outrange the hunter, right? Because they have like 60-yard range because it's a hunter, marksman, hunter mastery. And if you can't CC them, if they're like something like Bop, they're literally just unstoppable and they're doing so much damage. There's no way to mitigate any of it. It's annoying. I am going to run Essence Drain and try and get a little bit better with using my Essence Drain. So I am thinking about, though, making, like, I wonder if I should, I kind of want to make this legendary first for PvP. I honestly think for Demo, for PvP, none of our Demo legendaries are actually good for PvP. I think this would be good. Can I make this right now? If people can make the... Oh no, I can't, huh? Because I need like 1,200 of the soul ash or whatever it's called. I don't know that any of those would be good, man. I think the Handigal Dan one would be like negligible, right? Like I feel like a 15% chance, like what maybe if assuming you win in the opener, right? If the games are 30-second games, which it feels like pretty much all of them are kind of doing that. It's either one team either kills the other team real fast or not. Best case, you get like 2 or 3 Hand Gold Ans off, so it's like maybe you get 1 extra proc. But I feel like the damage on that is pretty negligible compared to something like running the life drain trait where you get something like this. I feel like it's just going to be way stronger in PvP. Not to mention if you pair it up with your conduits. The defensive one, I don't have it yet, I don't think, do I? Oh, this drain life heals for 44% of the amount drained over 8 seconds. I feel like that might be the play, man. That might be Demo might just be the tanky tank boy. I'm gonna set my pet in here on the Windwalker. Start flesh crafting. He just used his cooldown and his trinket. Interesting. Coil out of this. Into Decimating Bolt. Power Siphon. Why can't I Power Siphon? No Wild Imps to sacrifice? Nice. Ryan did 178 damage. 178 damage, huh? I think my guess is it was just the damage from the Frost Nova. What do you guys think? Frost Nova. Called it. That's so funny. The other thing I was gonna say with the drain life legendary is that your drain life is shadow specifically. It's not shadow flame. So you could basically try and bait out kicks with this if you had your demon bolt procs up. And then basically you get kicked on your drain life and then you can cast Hand to Gul'dan and or demon bolt. So I think there might be some play, like once you get better, like once I'm better at kind of baiting out the kicks and watching for kicks, having a real fast drain life, and even if you get a couple ticks off and they kick it, the fact that you have the legendary that makes this tick fast, it's pretty reliable to get like an even, 10% damage mitigation. Not to mention you could also Unending Resolve and Essence Drain, and then like if we had further down in the PvP talents, should we try this right now? This is kind of a crappy little secondary though. Stand still and you get move speed. It's like, all right, this is way sicker. We actually heal a lot from that, the blobs. I didn't heal there very much, but in general. For me, Synergy was the best Lego for PvP. For burst with the Necro Talent and Demon Bolt. Synergy. Which one is Synergy? This one? Relic of Demonic Synergy. So this also could be good for sure. I see the value in this, definitely. The only reason that I'm thinking this might not be that great is the fact that it's a chance for a proc for 15 seconds. So if something happens and you get CC'd during that 15 seconds or whatever, your pet gets the buff and they kill your pet or they LOS your pet, it'd be easy to get that wasted because it's kind of just random RNG. But I do think you're right. I think there's a chance that that's kind of like our best for straight DPS. I'm just thinking... the scaling looks kind of off. So we send our pet in right away. That way he's not going to be able to... Okay. Go ahead and just open here. Nice. The guy just left. I had Coil, Decimating Bolt up. Does it really look off? Is the scaling looks off to you guys? The text is hard to read. Like if I do that, you're saying it's hard to kind of read the text? Oh no. And my meters. Well, I don't know what to do about it now. I'm gonna fly over to Bastion. Head over there and be able to try and like work on the world quests. Oh, like it's bad quality? Yeah, it's if you're on 720, that's probably why, Ryan. If you click, are you on Twitch? I think on YouTube, I think if you stream on 1080, then I think it's pretty clean. It's hard for me to really know because I don't have it like up on the, I just have my preview thing. I don't know. But I think if I think I might try that. I think that might be my go-to. There is the essence drain setup with the essence legendary, or sorry, the life drain legendary, and then running that defensive conduit. This is gonna be a little sketchy. Oh, of course. Okay, got Tyrant up here and then big damage. I'm gonna try and get a fear off on the priest. Another fear. Another fear. Ah. Why does it keep saying I have no imps to sacrifice? It says I have 3 imps up. Are they like out of range or something? Highest available is 720. Oh, okay. I don't know. I have to see. It's obviously it's only streaming to 720. I think though, if I stream 1080, I think my computer's not good enough for that. I think it'll make me like lag and stuff. It's already kind of noticeable for me. Like I feel like I drop frames. I need to get a better CPU. I think my graphics card's okay, but I think I need a better CPU. Yeah, Rogue's super strong. I feel like Subtlety's gonna get nerfed. Yeah, the Shadow Strike or whatever it's called, I feel like just does too much damage. I wonder if they're gonna nerf any part of Demo. I'm just gonna stay in here because every time I run out, I'm not able to actually get any of my shit off. Nice. See ya. Yeah, what do we think? What alt should I make? Like, what second character should I play? I'm not sure. Like what sounds fun to me? Like marksman sounds kind of cool, but I don't like playing the stuff that's super strong and super OP. I don't know. I feel like I'll get kind of over that. I really like playing the weird, I feel like Outlaw Rogue would be cool. Playing like weird stuff that no one really plays. I actually really like the changes to Outlaw. The only downside with Outlaw is that you have to ramp up a pretty significant amount, but I like Outlaw in general. It's a real fun play style to me. Mage I'm not interested in at all. Maybe Ellie Shaman would be kind of fun. Defend this guy. I also, you know what I might do is I might make a healer next. I might do Shaman, go like Resto Shaman. Because we're kind of short on healers. I could also go Monk. That way I have like someone that could tank, an alt that could tank like dungeons and stuff. Oh, dude, am I by myself? Oh no, this guy just joined late. That was weird. Okay, I think I actually survived that. I'm gonna pet stun. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go on this guy. Nice. Pet's gonna kill him. Oh yeah. He already turtled. Nice. That's one way to beat the marksman, is just hopefully you have your gate aimed as far away from them as possible and you just outrange him. I don't know, is there any way to move this? I really hate the way this is set up. I don't want the world quest thing, I'd want it kind of here. It's set up where there's no way for me to move it. closer. What's up, Dams? How you doing, man? How's it going? Alright guys, we have to remember to use our drain life a little bit here. We need to like focus on trying to utilize drain life. Tyrant. He's just literally standing in my opener. Okay, Shadow Lock there. I'm gonna kick that. I'm gonna slow him here. Oh my gosh, you killed him already? Okay. What happened to our healer? Did he just like stand in the middle doing nothing? Demo is very, very boring. You think so? I mean, I don't think it's like more boring than the other specs. Like Destro is basically kind of the same thing. It's just different abilities, and then Affliction, it's like you're just putting dots up. They're all kind of like the same. I feel like they all have like similar amounts of inputs. My main is Demonology. Maybe I'm bored of it. I don't know. I mean, I think with the legendaries coming out, and once we get a couple more conduits, I feel like it's gonna be pretty fun. The thing that like Destro is basically 100% based on just getting Chaos Bolts off, right? So that playstyle I feel like is kind of one-dimensional. There might be some difference of like. There might be some difference with, what is this? There might be some difference once you like get some of the other soul binds and stuff. Maybe you can go like an incinerate kind of build, but I feel like Destro is pretty one-dimensional, and then like Affliction is basically just like spamming all of your instant cast dots, which might be fun. I plan on trying Affliction next. I think for me, Affliction is, to me, I think would be like the alternative spec that I would play if I was gonna try and play a different spec. Because I feel like Destro is gonna feel very similar. Okay, let's go with this guy. I feel like Destro's gonna feel very similar. Okay, he's out in the open. Pet stun here. Tyrant. I think he's in LOS. Oh, he's not. I'm gonna fear. I'm gonna decimating bolt off this. Dreadstalkers. Bolt. Bolt. Coil. I'm gonna stun out of this. Shoot. This is bad. Oh my gosh, what was that? What was that just like instantly killed me right there? What do you think of the Demon Bolt spec? It's been pretty fun. There's a few different kind of variations of like Demon Bolt spec that, and I've liked all of them a lot. I think I see like the potential that Demo has with some of these builds, and so I'm really kind of now I'm just trying to kind of get better, like personally get better at actually playing the spec and be able to kind of like pull off what I'm thinking the spec can do. So we'll see. I still need a lot of practice. I haven't ever really PvP'd as a Warlock. A lot of previous expansions I've played healers and stuff like that, so I'm still very new to Warlock. But I think Demo in general has, you know, like 2 or 3 kind of variations of ways you can play it that seem to all be decent. The burst from the Demon Bolt stuff is pretty satisfying though. I feel like if that's dead. I feel like playing with a specific comp where you can kind of like set up around these big burst windows might be really fun. Like playing with the Ellie Shaman and like you guys having like some kind of big, you know, big burst combo, I could see being pretty fun. And maybe same thing with like a marksman hunter, setting up around like your big demon bolts and like a big aim shot window with true shot, like having just massive burst damage, I think will be pretty cool. I'm curious though if this succubus build, if you're running this pleasure through pain, if this will have any viability.
The ultimate home
because this really does feed into that Demon Bolt build.
On YouTube.
Depending on what comp you're running, I could see it being good. You run like Power Siphon, Dreadlash from the Shadows. I would still keep Grimoire here, I think, and then I'd run probably Sacrifice Souls. But it's real contingent on you being able to cast. Whereas this build, I feel like I don't really have to cast that much. Take the gate. nice. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think that Drain Live setup is gonna be the go-to, man. I think if I start getting better with that, I feel like that's gonna just make us very, very strong. The fact that it heals for a real significant amount and applies that debuff, and we can run the defensive trait to also like increase its healing, I think all that will be pretty satisfying. Should I hearth? What's like the easiest way? I want to go get this other conduit. Maybe like hearth to Dalaran. I'll just hearth. I don't like how hard it is kind of getting all over the map. Like how you have to fly back into the main town and then out every single time. Like you can't fly directly to the different Covenant zones. Kind of annoying. But what's our timing on our mission table stuff? I've been trying to do all of these, all the quests in Maldraxxus, like when they're coming up, to try and do what I can to make sure I keep my rep up. I think we're doing pretty good rep-wise. Honored. But I will say in like BGs, the Succubus build is actually pretty fun. Being able to like really fast cast Shadow Bolts and then they like are hitting for like 1,000 a pop is pretty satisfying. And then running like Sacrifice Souls and Inner Demons, I really like it a lot. But I could see doing basically the same spec, but then changing Demonic Strength for like Dreadlash, I think is really what you'd have to do. And then like playing the Succubus. We could try that for a BG. I don't think it's very good in arena, or try that for an arena. I don't know that it's very good for arenas. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm 3v1. Okay, we got this, guys. All of my frames are messed up too. That's bullshit. I wonder if they're gonna let me like 1v1. I should have just gotten the Pally probably. Hey, what's up, Shosh? How you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. Just hanging out, playing some retail. Boxer. I'm up to the night phase zone in retail. Hell yeah, the night phase zone is cool. I like the I think it's a pretty cool like aesthetically it's a pretty cool, unique zone. Okay, I'm gonna go unlock this conduit, and then we're gonna come back up and do this rep quest. I'll do my Maldraxxus world quests for today. Yeah, 1v1 Demo is OP, but don't know about 3v3. Yeah, or 3v1. I really liked Maldraxxus. Yeah, me too. I was actually pretty surprised. I actually made a Covenant video talking about the Covenants, and I think in that video I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go Necrolord because I don't really like the aesthetic. But in general, I don't usually like that like undead vibe. It's not something like I particularly find kind of interesting, but I actually really like Maldraxxus. The way they did it, I think they did a very good job. Like, it's still undead and it's still like thematically kind of that whole vibe, but it's not dark and like, I don't know how to like describe it. It's not like dark and kind of like it usually is. It's kind of like it's a little bit more, it's like a more alive undead zone, if that makes sense. Should we pop? We'll put our circle in here. I think the play too is doing like this and doing my gate real far like this, right off the bat. Okay. Okay. He's left. We had Dreadstalkers, and I had 3 amplified demon bolts ready to fly into his face. They are ready to go. He was scared. But I feel like, like, imagine if we're running with a healer. Like, what if I was running with a Holy Pally? And I have the survivability on top of all my other stuff of having a healer. Because I feel like my damage, like, I feel like a lot of times I can do enough damage solo that it's not a problem. We have the Mortal Strike debuff from Legion Strike or whatever it's called, the pet ability. We have all our survivability in CC. Like, worst case is I just have a melee just sitting on me, preventing me from cast. But if that's the case, like, our healer, the healer should be able to keep me alive pretty well. What do you think is the best? You know what I was thinking would also be really good? A really good comp is Demonology Warlock, DK. Either Frost or Unholy, I think both would be good. I think Unholy will do a little bit more overall cleave damage, but you might want the single target burst damage from Frost, and the slows from Frost I feel like would be really helpful, and then running that with like an H-Pally. So it's basically like Walking Dead, but instead of a monk, it's a Demo Warlock. So you have like the DK stun, you have the fears, then you have the Hodges from the Pally, Freedom for your DK. I feel like that might actually be a really good comp. You have all the Warlock curses helping, you know, with like the different casting stuff. You have Fear that doesn't DR with anything on that comp. That's probably the comp that I'm going to try to run in 3s. I feel like, to me, that seems the strongest, because Arms Warrior I think could also be good, but we have the Mortal Strike debuff with our pet. And I think having the grip and the slow from the DK and the range stun, I think might be better though than a warrior. The main thing is the grip. If you have a DK that kind of is aware and knows what they're doing, and they basically use the grip as another peel for you. So you have your portal, you have the gateway, and you have a DK grip, and you have like your pet stun, fears, coil. Ret Pally disc lock. I could see that being good too. I could see Ret Pally being a good combo with disc. Yeah. Or even like Ret Pally, Holy Pally. That's not weird to do that either. Having multiple bops and multiple freedoms. Being able to like hodge 2 different targets, right? Because you can have like the Holy Pally can hodge the target that's like trying to kill them if there's someone on them. Okay, you think it's 2v1? Oh, why are my frames all bugged out? Okay, see if we can get gateway off and make it get hodged. This is stupid. Keep doing something where I'm like hitting my curse of weakness. I keep applying curse of weakness accidentally. Oh, nice. We're flying on a little moth now. Oh, guys, we got a mount last night. So I did my first calling quest. We got let me see if I can get it so you guys can see it. The first calling quest, I got this necro egg. And it hatched into this mount. It's kind of cool, right? Why does it keep asking me if I'm still listening? I think this video is probably gonna get taken down for copyright because I'm just playing like normal music. Whatever. There's a couple weak auras I want to add too, because I want to make sure I want a weak aura for Fleshcraft. Shoot, I messed that up. Where's my mouse? What the heck? It's gonna be tough. Shoot. So like if I had a stun macro here. How did he kick me? Oh, my unending resolve didn't go off? Feels bad. I misplayed that. Also got CC really hard. I don't know how our healers are getting killed like so fast. I feel like the Shadow Priest wasn't even on him. So how do you like the Covenant abilities for Lock? I actually really like the Necrolord ones a lot. I think Fleshcraft is a really cool ability that is going to be very useful for like Raid and Mythic Plus content. always, and I think it has really cool use cases in PvP, especially if you go this first tree down here, the ultimate form. This, I think, has some really cool synergies, specifically with like Demo being this kind of tanky, you know, tanky caster kind of play style. I think some of these will have some decent, like I think this will help with our burst in like a PvE situation. I think there's some cool soul binds that we have access to, and I think Decimating Bolt is just really cool. I think the Night Fae Warlock ability is really cool aesthetically and just kind of thematically how it works, and I think the Venthyr class ability is awesome, being able to put a bunch of curses up. I think is pretty unique. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go Lock here. He's gonna hex me, I think. I'm gonna sit this. Why isn't it letting me? What the hell, dude? Can you guys can hear my click, right? I'm literally I'm clicking it 18 times and it's not going. I don't know why it's taking me so long to go. Also, why the hell is Templar's Verdict critting for fucking 13,000? What the hell? 16,000? 13,000. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What the hell? Literally 3 combo points. 16k. Okay. Good job, Blizz. Balanced. Then Word of Glory. Where's Word of Glory healing? Is he not running Word of Glory? Way up at the top, Word of Glory. Let's instantly heal 80% of his health. That's dumb. I didn't even use anything. I don't know why Gate didn't go off. Feels bad, man. But I'm excited to see how Decimating Bolt scales as we start getting later into the game. Like once you're like fully geared and stuff, I feel like there's going to be some really fun builds to be able to build around this this ability. I think that the other abilities are cool in a PvE situation. I don't like any of the other abilities in PvP though. For Warlock specifically, I just don't. I think the Venthyr portal thing is kind of cool for just overall mobility. I think the Night Fae kind of like Ghost Wolf type thing is cool for mobility as well for Warlocks. But the actual Warlock ability, all the other covenants to me are very PvE focused. They're like good for like Mythic Plus kind of stuff. I don't see how you really have any big value from them in a PvP situation. Maybe in RBGs or something, you could argue, but from like an arena perspective, I don't think any of them are going to be very good. So that was kind of the big thing that kind of turned me away from the other covenants. Is Decimating Bolt is very single target focused. The other ones are okay in single target, just DPS situations. But the main thing is I couldn't figure out how I would justify any of the Covenant class abilities in PvP. Like when would I ever be using that or prioritizing that over other abilities that I could be using? Go ahead and drop my portal in here. Rogue Mage. I like the Kieran ability for Lock. Permanently dot 5 shard snipe ability. Yeah, that one has some skill like mechanics to it. Playing like his Demo though, I feel like the shard thing isn't a big deal. I mean, because basically, if nothing else, just basically bouncing back between Dreadstalkers and getting your Demonic Core procs is a lot of shards. Kind of just bouncing between those two back and forth once you kind of get going. And if you can't cast, I mean, I don't know. It seemed cool. I feel like it's cooler for other specs more than it is for Demo.
Listen to music with your screen locked. YouTube Music Premium.
And
Start a
also
1
in
month
here.
free
Okay,
trial.
I guess we'll just open on the mage. I was gonna wait and go on the lock. Nice. Big bolts. Big bolts. But yeah, all of them, like if I didn't want to PvP that much, I think I would have probably gone Venthyr, because I think being able to do these AoE packs and get your dot up on a bunch of targets and apply curses to all the targets, I think is a really cool kind of mythic plus utility, you know, that is very unique to Venthyr. The Night Fae ability is also like a cool ability from just a straight DPS perspective, but I feel like the Venthyr one was cooler. But they'd both be a toss-up. They both perform pretty similarly. The Bastion one was, or the Kyrian one was interesting. I just don't know, like it wasn't super enticing to me. It's where I wanted to I felt like I would want to play Kyrian. I also don't really like the aesthetics of Kyrian that much compared to the other Covenants. I think for me, aesthetic-wise, Necrolord and Night Fae are pretty close up there at the top, and then I would say is Venthyr, and then Kyrian is third, or last. The Night Fae and Maldraxxus, I think, are the coolest, most unique zones with how they've done them. I'm not a huge... Why didn't I get credit for that? It's kind of dumb. I didn't get kill credit. I think it's really good for Affliction Lock. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, because you could basically snipe. That makes sense. For me, I just am not very familiar with. I'm not very familiar with Affliction. So I don't really know that much about what would be very good or not. I just know all the other ones, all three. All three of the other Covenants are good for Affliction just because of adding an extra dot. That by itself is very strong. But the other thing too that I thought was if I ended up deciding to play Affliction, Decimating Bolt I still thought was cool because it gives us some single target burst between, pairing up your Decimating Bolt and oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. Pairing up your Decimating Bolt with a big drain life, or a big whatever it's called, soul drain or whatever, I thought was kind of a cool combo. I'm gonna open on the DK here. I'm gonna Unending Resolve as well. He's gonna trinket this. Nice. Coil. Okay. Come on, big boy. Once this yellow bar goes up, boom, you'll see it'll pop and I get 2 charges. But I think our kind of playstyle, I feel like Demo, I feel like I'm going to get focused a lot in Arena, so I feel like for legendaries and stuff, I'm going to have to kind of play around being real defensive, which is part of what I thought Fleshcraft. I thought Fleshcraft synergizes well. Oh no, I don't have a... Fleshcraft synergizes well with just how I think Demo is going to play in PvP. And I think having that CC immunity, I think will be a really cool kind of defensive play style. So we'll see. A lot of things will change as we get into getting further down the actual soul binds and unlocking multiple conduits, all that stuff. And that with legendaries, I think there's going to be some kind of cool combinations I'm really excited about. What was that? What did I just get a message for? Why am I not getting credit for this? Are we in a raid? Does he have us in a raid? Is that why? That's all about number of dots on your target, so getting one more perma up is huge. Yeah. No, I know. If I was maining Affliction, I would not have gone Necrolord. Like, if I thought that was the spec that I was going to be playing in, like, PvE all the time, I would have gone, I probably would have gone Night Fae, because I think it's performing well, and I like the aesthetic of Night Fae, which to me is kind of a big deal in what I, like, for me, min-maxing is not a big deal, right? I'm going to itemize well, I'm going to do what I can to perform well, but I'm not going to pick a Covenant off of 100 DPS difference, you know what I mean? Alright, I need to pee after this game. Kick that. I need to get in range of my thing. Oh my gosh. I was trying to get back in range of my... Oh, like, why did this guy not CC anything? Trap one. Great. I thought he bubbled in that opener. Maybe that was just his Shield of Vengeance thing. I'm just gonna leave that. I don't really feel like queuing with that guy. I think that thing is what's keeping me from completing this quest. I've killed this thing 2 times. The other thing I was thinking too is I decided, like, if I ended up, say I start raiding or whatever and I really want to play Affliction instead,
Shop Black Friday deals
then
right now at Ashley Home Store.
I can always
Get up
switch
to 10%
Covenants
off in-store
if I
or
think that I'm
online.
not going to be going
Plus,
back to
select
playing
purchases get
Demo.
an extra 10% off.
Whereas
Click
I
to
felt
shop
like
our
it's
top
more likely
deals.
that I
Ashley
enjoy
Home
Demo
Store.
and can, like,
This
make
is
Demo
all.
work. Let me leave this queue really quick. I'm going to pee really fast, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. I was gonna do this thing. Of your Shadow Embrace. The Shadow Embrace is the Affliction thing, right? Attacks that deal at least 5% of your health decrease unending resolves cooldown by 10 seconds. The reason why I don't think this is going to be very good, because even if this is happening on cooldown, you're only it's going to reduce it by like a minute. Is it? No, not even. Yeah, a minute, basically. Let's say like 40 seconds, maybe 50 seconds, which I feel like that's not really worth this. I feel like having something like this is going to be better. I'm tempted to just try this out with Essence Drain without having the legendary, just to see how tanky it makes us. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to try it, right? Okay, so I can put that in. Oh, and then I can just pick? Oh, that's sick. So it only costs the conduit energy to actually put the conduit in, but then once I have this like selected, oh nice, that's cool. I didn't know that's how it worked. So ideally, I should throw conduits into like all of these. I think the Healthstone one and the Life Drain one are gonna be like our two go-to defensive. Oops. How much move speed does this get? So here's what I got to do. I'm not good about doing this. I need to use my gate or my teleport sooner and not run away from it. I kind of keep running away from it. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to try and pop cooldowns here with unending resolve up. You already gripped, so you just wasted it. Nice. Outplayed. Get wrecked. Nice, dude. This Shadow Priest wrecked. We got a lot of healing there, too. I didn't even use, guys. We gotta use our drain life, our new drain life setup. The thing that's gonna be cool that I'm looking forward to is that, like, for example, I don't like this blob. I like this one way, way, way more. For like all the time, basically. This I could see maybe being good in PvE, but I think having to take an endurance conduit's not going to be worth it. But the thing that's cool is we have a forced endurance conduit here. So I can go potency into this, which I like this ability a lot, just helping us survive when we get low. And it only happening once every 30 seconds, that's a really short cooldown. I feel like something like this should be like a minute internal cooldown, and it's only 30 seconds. So then we can run the life drain conduit here once we get renown 9. Then I'm going to go this one because I want to be able to unlock stuff like locks. This is kind of dumb, I think. This is like repairs your armor while you're like fighting. So this I think is better because we already have a bunch of lock boxes I can't open. Then we'll get a second potency conduit down here, which I still haven't figured out what I would want to run. And then depending on what finesse conduits, we basically can run Fell Celerity if we are having issues with people killing our pet, or we could run something like the Healthstone endurance conduit to help with our overall just like survivability and leech. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. Another finesse conduit that might be good is the fear breaking one, where we could basically use it like a kind of like a cheap mortal coil, but I don't know how reliable that's going to be increasing it. But that gives us 2 potency conduits and then 2 endurance conduits and 1 finesse, and we get the CC immunity from the bottom tree. We get the little blobs to help heal us. I don't know. I think that'll be one of my like really solid options for PvP, for a PvP setup. And then I think I'll show it after. Okay, I'm gonna go feral here. Nice. He's gonna trinket that, I think. No, he's not. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Am I gonna get kicked? I did. Oh my gosh, I misplayed that. I thought I had hit unending resolve before I did tyrant, and I didn't. That was bad of me. Bad of me. Bad of me. Music's kind of louder than your voice. Okay, I'll turn it down. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. I need to go. I hope you put this vid on YouTube. I want to see it again. Thanks, man. Have a nice night. Yeah, so all of my streams VOD. So I just let them they just automatically upload once I'm done streaming. So as long as YouTube doesn't take it down for some reason, they'll just default go up there. It's a pretty easy way to have it for people to go look back later if they want to. We'll have first week of Shadowlands PvP time-stamped forever on the channel. Thanks for hanging out, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good night. It's fine now. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit. Thanks for telling me. It's hard for me to tell with the audio stuff. I can't really... It's a little tough for me to tell how the volumes are. I could see this also being pretty good. First attack or spell cast on an enemy increases your damage done to them by 10%. Like in the opener. None of these finesse conduits are like super exciting. I'm so scared doing arena, always getting killed instantly. The trick, like I feel like the trick with kind of doing arena and trying to get used to not dying is, like what I always do is whatever class you're playing, you have, you know, say you have like 2 or 3 defensive abilities. Just make sure every time before you die that you've used all of them. Like make sure all of your abilities are on cooldown. Don't worry about using them perfectly, worry about just using them, period. And then once you start getting that, like the hang of that, then you can start worrying about using them better. But that's always like what I'm trying to do if I'm playing a new class and I'm like going into arena, I'm like not surviving well, like I'm not playing with my survivability tools well. Like for me on a Warlock, right, it's like I need to make sure I use unending resolve, I need to use my Hellstone, I need to use Death Coil, I need to use teleport, and I need to make sure I use my gate. Like if I don't use all of those abilities, then there's things I still could have done, even if I didn't do them well. Okay, I'm gonna pet stun the rogue here. He should trinket that. Nice. Okay, well. Okay, I'm gonna pet stun him again. I'm gonna tyrant this because I have no one on me. Nice. I'm gonna trinket. Stunned. Okay, I'm gonna unending resolve. Feared. Oh, that's annoying. Kill him. Pets OP. I misplayed that a little bit, but we still won. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, man, I would, that's like, I've had that happen a lot when I'm playing a new class that I don't know very well. Like, either put them, you know, put the abilities where they're visually easy for you to see to make sure, like, you notice, like, oh, this is off cooldown, I should use this. Or, oh, my health stone's off cooldown, I should use this. Because you'll find, too, like, if you kind of do that initially, even though, you know, in like a longer, more competitive game, you might have been like, well, I wasted my defensive cooldown there. But while you're learning the initial, you know, kind of arena style, it's better to have like used the cooldown and realize you've used it incorrectly, or like you could have used it better than just to not have used it. And you'll realize a lot of times if you pop a couple of your defensives early on, if you're getting focused, it'll be enough for you to survive that kind of like initial burst. Because most of the time, like at least now, what people are trying to do is like kill each other in the first 5 seconds of the game. So you kind of want to front load your defensive cooldowns to counter that. Are you playing a Warlock as well? Or what class are you playing? The one that's the trickiest for me to get used to with Warlock is the teleport and my gate. Those are the ones that are kind of hard. I also need to get a little more familiar. I feel like once we get... It'll be interesting. I feel like once we unlock the... Like, once we go down... Like, if I were to get ultimate form unlocked, this would change our playstyle a lot. Because you would basically not want to be casting Fleshcraft preemptively, like as a shield. You would want to be using it as, like, a defensive when people are on you. And this would have like amazing synergy with Unending Resolve. Like, could you imagine you pop this and you pop this, you basically are beefy as hell, you're healing yourself, you're getting yourself a shield, you're going to come out of it and be able to free cast and not be interrupted at all. Which might change our playstyle in a lot of ways, because like we basically could be using that to guarantee a decimating bolt rather than having a coil. We can use our coil differently, and like we're gonna get that passive heal. Like it's gonna be really cool. I'm looking forward to messing with that. Pet stun here. Big damage. Dreadstalkers. Nice, he's dead. Like, so we healed ourselves there for 30,000. Soul Leech, Mortal Coil, Soul Link. A lot. That little bit of leech. How much is my 1% leech give me? Not really anything. Playing Warlock since Legion, played all 3 specs, but Demo is my favorite. Trying to learn Balanced Druid at the moment, so choose Night Fae. Do you think it's fine for PvP for demo? Yeah, all of them are fine. The Covenants, the Covenants, I think do a good job with kind of like changing the playstyle a little bit, but it doesn't. I mean, unless you're PvPing at a really high level, I don't think it will make or break anything. I think that one benefit like Night Fae would have over Necrolord is you're gonna have a little bit. Oh, dude, this is gonna be annoying. You're gonna have more mobility because of the little Ghost Wolf thing, but you're gonna have less burst damage because of how Decimating Bolt works and like the burst setups that I've been doing. But you're gonna have better consistent damage. The fact that it's a dot and you're gonna gain a lot of value just from the dot, it is gonna give you better cleave damage as well. So depending on like if you're doing any Mythic Plus stuff or like any kind of like BGs where you have AoE, Soul Rot is gonna do really well. Hey, what's up with it, Flactastic? But for Balance Druid, the biggest thing, at least for me, like when I was playing Balance Druid a good amount towards the end of BFA, and what I was running defensively was the like Celestial Bear Form PvP trait or whatever it was called, where you like take reduced damage and have increased healing in bear form, and then running Guardian Affinity and basically using bear form and Frenzied Regen is like your biggest defensive cooldown. That makes you, because Frenzied Regen is percentage health, and then you're really tanky in bear form. That was what I was doing as like my big defensive, which was really strong. And then outside of that, all you can really do is like bark skin and try and make sure you use bark skin if you start getting focused, and then just being able to kite well. Like use your little disengage ability to like create distance, maybe run like mass entanglement if you're going against like double melee to help like root and peel for yourself. I play both PvE and PvP, so I thought Night Fae would be a good choice. Yeah, Night Fae is a good choice. All of them are good. I think the Venthyr one is going to be really cool from like a utility perspective because it applies the curses. I think the Night Fae one is going to give you really strong, like just straight DPS. I think the Kyrian one is going to be a unique one if people are, using it pretty high skill cap, giving you like the shards, like the 5 shards. If you kill a target, that can be pretty cool if people use it well. And I think Necrolord's going to be really cool as far as it relates to like single target burst situations. They're all kind of cool in their own way, which I like a lot. I like that it feels to me like there's not one that's best. They're just different, which I think is kind of like what the goal should be. Okay, I'm gonna go monk here. Wow, this guy's really squishy.
Keep the vibe going with YouTube Music Premium, with ad-free music that can play with the screen locked and be saved offline, so you can enjoy your playlists anywhere. Upgrade to YouTube Music Premium.
Coil into Decimating Bolt. Then we're gonna Power Siphon. I'm gonna Trinket this Poly. Again, dead. Get out of here. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna well, let's drain life. Let's practice our drain life. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna take this back. I think you can just drain life off this thing. Nice. I'm gonna recast my circle here. Nice. So we did our stun. I don't know what the hell it's called, Dark Fury or whatever the hell, around the corner there to stun him from LOS. Then our pet got in range. Then we coiled off of that stun, and then I had another pet stun I could have done to follow up with that. Even though he had me in capped, I can still do the pet stun while I'm in capped there. That's my favorite thing about Demo, is having the utility of your pet not tied to you. That's like a really cool kind of skill cap. I think once I start getting more comfortable with it, it'll be fun. What's my highest experience? Like I think it was like 2200 as a resto druid back. I don't know if it was Legion or I think it was WoD. It was a while back. That was the last time I really pushed. Then I've had some seasons where I pushed RBGs and did like, got to like 1900 2k RBGs, like nothing crazy. I never really PvP'd seriously, but I've PvP'd a lot in various expansions. Like I generally am PvPing with like friends and stuff more so than trying to find like really good comps or to coming at it from that perspective. It's usually like PvPing with, with friends or with people, like just to queue and have fun. But I plan on, I don't think we'll, you know, I'm not going to push like crazy high, but I want to try and push to get like the elite gear and stuff on this. Cause I think this season, I like the fact that they've kind of taken scaling out the way that they've done gearing and stuff. I think it's going to be a more even playing field, which I'm excited about. Is there a flight master here? No. It's kind of dumb. Should I put these down here? Is this better? Okay, I'm gonna go on the priest here. What happened to my... Oh, I'm gonna go warrior actually. Okay. One more fear. One more last fear. Pet stun on the druid. Get it off. What happened? A big burst here. Fear on the druid. Full. Decimating bolt. Why is this? How is Warlock staying alive so long? Nice. I'm gonna fear out of this. Pet stun. Okay, we have another go here in a second. So I'm gonna build up some imps. I'm gonna get up to 3 shards. Okay, we're going here. Damn, dude. Pretty stupid. think I'm done. Think I'm toast. That might be another good comp is Shadow Priest, Demo, like Holy Pally. I could see being strong. I'm amazed we weren't able to kill the Priest there though. I had a few like decent CC chains on that Druid. I don't know. I don't know what the heck was going on. I see my highest was 1900 rating 2v2 as Affliction Demo. Was always switching. Used Demo with Succubus build and was kind of strong. Then I took a break from PvP. Yeah, I ran back when I like had pushed the last time was I was playing Restored with a DK. But, like it was a while back. We literally did that too. It was just some random guy that I was queuing with and we didn't use comms or anything. We just kept queuing and did well. So like I feel like I mean I don't know. I don't really pay that much attention to like rating because I never really push. But yeah, technically my highest is around like 2200 for twos. This rare is really brutal. You need like a full group for this. Should we kill this? Oh, logged out. We at least drained life some of that last game. I was in BFA and I couldn't stand Destro locks. They're so OP, dude. It was nuts. They're like use like Death Coil, like double Chaos Bolt, kill someone. I do like that one, like that chain, that kind of like CC stun lock, fear lock combo is pretty satisfying as Destro. Like coil into bolt into fear into bolt like that. I like that. Was kind of like a cool setup. Okay, let's go here. Big damage. I probably don't need to unending resolve here, but I'm going to. I'm also gonna fear the disc. Fear him again. Pet stun. Fear him again. I'm actually gonna swap onto the Shadow Priest here. Oh, they killed our healer. Are you kidding me? How? How? Dude, how am I doing like twice this guy's damage? Can I get this warrior on my team? Get this warrior on my team, we'll win. Surrender. Like we're on that warrior there too. And I had a good CC chain on the priest. I don't know how. Not really, I guess, much else we could do if the Pharaoh's not pumping. Pumping. I'm gonna fly over here to this, do this quest for the rep. I want to get exalted as quickly as I can with this rep because I want to get all the cosmetic stuff. You called? Do you want a arena? I'm just solo queuing, man. You want a PvP? You want to be a big PvP boy? I'm also kind of hungry. I actually have some food here I can make. I was considering going and getting Mickey D's, dude. I feel like it's a real good Mickey D's kind of day, you know? I don't know who this was that added me.
Get ready for something new. Rent or buy the latest hit movies on YouTube, or stream select titles for free with ads. Watch it all on the YouTube app. It's your new home for movies. Find your next movie on YouTube.
Give it a go after this tile run? Yeah, for sure. Just let me know. I'm down. I think here's my projection of what I think is going to be a good comp with me. I think Holy Pally is going to be the best healer for me to run with. I think Warrior could be good. I think DK could be good. I think Shadow Priest could be good. And I think Elemental Shaman could be good. Hunter possibly could be good just because they're so strong right now, but I don't think Hunter has particularly any like real big synergies from like a CC perspective. But I could see like Warrior, Holy Pal, Warlock being really strong. Shadow Priest could be strong just because of the kind of the cleave damage and just how much damage you guys can do and peeling for each other. Frosty K I think will be good with that comp just because they have a lot of good kind of peel and damage for you. And I think you could do some cool setups with the stun. Like if I leave in the middle of this is gonna mess up. Oh my gosh, it won't let me do it. Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh, and I just missed the cue. I was pressing the button as fast as I could. This quest is a little weird though, because it leaves you up in this tower, and then you're just like, all right, you can figure out your own way to get. Are you kidding me? Are you trying to Warlock me right now? Oh, I wasted my Grimoire there. It's okay. He's dead. Coil. Decimating Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. I bet you feel real dumb, man. I bet you feel real dumb, Bugsy. Look at your stupid little ghost. Guy's like, damn, man. I'm telling you guys, this combo, the thing that I think is also going to be pretty cool is the fact that Grimoire and Demonic Consumption work so well together, and these are like going to be, I think, our go-to PvP talents all the time. But I think we have some flexibility up here, and I think we have some flexibility in our actual PvP talents that will be kind of fun to play with. That 2-minute burst cooldown just with Grimoire and your Tyrant is just so good. I don't know. It's gonna be. I can't think of any of those combos that would outperform that. It just seems like those are just so good. But who knows? Maybe this Warlock tries to kill me. Oh, it's a Demo Lock. What's up? He knows what's up. Don't jump me. I have no cooldowns. Should we wave? Hi. You wave back. Okay, got some good rep. Okay, let's queue back for the arena. That lock got absolutely destroyed. I mean, it's funny because if it's one-on-one between my normal pet stun, Grimoire pet stun, and Coil, they can't really do much with that whole combo. And like by that time, like I basically don't even have to cast any more DPS spells. I could just like try and heal myself, and like my minions are all up and all this stuff at that point. So it's like one-on-one, it's pretty insane. If I have all my cooldowns up, I feel like it would be pretty tough to deal with that amount of damage while being stunned twice and coiled once. Just getting our homeboy here, Izek Furiel, just poking you with the High Warlord pig sticker over and over again, you know? I feel like my mission table stuff. 54 minutes. Okay, okay. I'm gonna head up here to do this quest. Enter this one so we don't miss out, don't get that AFK buff again. Warrior Mage. I think my go-to here has to be for the mage, right? What am I trying to press? So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try and drop. Okay, let this stun. I don't know if he knows where I'm at. Nice. Nice. Oh, Balanced Druid's another combo I could see being good. Balanced Druid, Demo, with like a Pally or something. Basically, like if they leave either of you untouched. Obviously, I think Mage Lock Healer could be good too, but I don't know enough about this Mage specs. I think Frost could be pretty cool. I could see that doing well. Should we try some games as Affliction? I feel like I'll probably suck really bad though. Nah, Demo more pumper? Okay, yeah. It's like that you stream at this hour. For me, it's midnight. I know, I kind of just have been streaming kind of random times. But I was saying this earlier, like my streams on YouTube always VOD, like they always will go up onto like the channel. So like if, you know, whatever, tomorrow, whatever, you can watch the stream, or like, you know, whatever part of it you want to watch, you can still catch it after. There's a good chunk of people, I'd say about half of the views on the streams come after the actual stream, generally. Like whatever the view count is right after I get done streaming, it's usually about double that over the next like 24 to 48 hours. Like people just from other parts of the world. Feral Marksman Hunter, huh? I feel like he's gonna be kind of sketch. So here's my goal, is to try and get max range from my portal. Nice. Get outplayed. Unending Resolve. I don't really have any cooldowns up. Nice, he left. I was like, what do I do here? Look at that, 34,000 healing done. 45,000 damage. I'm telling you guys, I think that life drain ability, that life drain setup, I think is going to be our go-to for playing that kind of tanky, beefy build. I think that's going to be the most reliable way to do it. And then running that life drain conduit as our endurance, I think that's going to be the play, man. I think that's the play style I'm going to go for, at least at first, to try and push rating and stuff. My main focus is trying to make sure I'm playing a setup that I think I can do well enough to get gear, right? To be able to get the conquest rewards and start being able to get some gear. And I think that's going to be my go-to. I enjoy your stream so well. Awesome, man. Thanks. I love to hear that. Yeah, anytime I stream, I really should try and do videos more. The videos in general seem to get are more well received than the actual streams, but a lot of times it's like the stream's a little bit of like a 2-for-1 where I can stream for a bit and it also VODs and people will go back and watch, but generally the actual like videos that I spend time doing are better. It just gets a little bit tough with time. Especially if I'm trying to like actually like chill and play. It's hard for me. I can like play and stream at the same time. I can't really play and do videos at the same time because I have to spend a little more time like editing and sitting there like recording instead of playing and all that kind of stuff. So selfishly, when I'm wanting to actually play more, streaming is a little bit of a better alternative. It's a little two for one action, you know? Rogue ret. So we have to try and go the rogue here. I'm going to send my pet on the ret right away to make sure, hopefully try and make sure I don't get stunned. So we're going to go pet attack on the ret, portal into fleshcraft, and then open on the rogue. Pop all our coolies on the rogue. So that was a little bit of a weird setup by him to do that without... Can we portal? I'm close. Nice. I still have coil up. Okay, I'm gonna coil into decimating bolt here. Hand to Gul'dan. Okay. I have pet stun. I'm gonna Dreadstalkers. Then we got 4 bolts here. Just go into the bolts. Nice. 4,800 with the instant cast bolt. Let's go. 24k healing, man. I think we're getting our groove a little bit with at least the playstyle of this specific setup we're running. I just saw you have a demo guide. I'm going to check it out too later. Yeah, so that was kind of like a guide going through. I was like, I wanted to be able to have something to point to kind of go through the opener and like the burst that I'm trying to set up, and then the overall just kind of play style that this build kind of caters to. And so that was the purpose of that guide. I kind of went through some of the talents, some of the ones that I think in PvE and PvP are going to be good. That one was like kind of for both PvE and PvP if you do both types of content. Because I think I think this build right now is our strongest option in PvE. But I think once the legendaries come out and we have a couple more conduits and soulbinds, I think some of the other builds will probably outperform this build in longer, like, single target fights. This build is going to be very good for like Mythic Plus, like all the way through Shadowlands for sure. Just the way it's set up, it's just very catered to like really, really big burst on like a 2-minute cooldown, and it can either be single target burst or it can be AoE or both. Who was that added me? It's a hunter. Another guy that does some really good videos. I don't know if you've seen him stuff. Is Kalamazi. It's Kalamazi. Kalamazi, and he's the person I first started kind of watching that was doing like Warlock stuff. But his focus is all PvE, and so everything he was doing was kind of from like a raid perspective and like how he was picking his covenants and all that. And for me, I prioritize like the PvP stuff a little bit more, just because I think the PvE is kind of like, it will be fine either way. This might be bad. Tyrant. I'm gonna pet stun here. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this. I'm gonna slow him. Nice. Nice. I still had Healthstone up there too. Kalamazi's so good for Lux. Yeah, I really like his content, man. He's very what he's saying is very well thought out, right? Like he's like done the research, he's tried the specs, he's very knowledgeable. So I enjoy. I've watched all of his like his Shadowland spec stuff, trying to just kind of better understand the other specs and demo. His demo guide is what I used to like initially kind of figure out the playstyle. He was playing it a little bit different than how I have kind of like the setup I've kind of gravitated towards. But yeah, he's a very good source for information. He says the soul rot, what you're talking about, the soul rot is the go-to. That's what he went Night Fae on his Warlock. I still love Warlock, but I want to learn the other classes, so I'll play Boomkin for now. Yeah, Boomkin's very, very strong right now too. Very, very good choice. Kind of sad that there are not people that make the same quality vids and guides as he does for other classes. Yeah. I mean, he's got like, what, like 35,000 subs or something on YouTube? Like he's a pretty big channel. I don't know how long he's been making videos. I just found his stuff like last week. Okay, after this game, I need to take like a 2-minute break to throw some food in the oven real quick. Go Hunter. Since early BFA. That makes sense. I think a lot of people kind of stopped making content with BFA, so I think the few people that did kind of for each spec got like the majority of that class, like Tickle, for example, doing like shaman stuff. Like since BFA was kind of polarizing with how people felt about it, you know what I'm saying? Like there wasn't that many people making content, so if you were making content for that class or that spec, then okay, I'm going to a little bit of a brain fart there, but I go ahead and unending resolve is just damage mitigation. I'm gonna coil this into decimating bolt. Oh no, you got feared right there off of that. Big damage here. Oh, that was almost a kill. He turtled or pain sept or something. I don't know what that was. I'm gonna go on the warrior here. Oh, I don't trinket up. That was turtle here, so we stay on the hunter. I'm gonna kick that. What if you're the priest here? Hunter should be able to die. Shoot, dude. Damn. We almost had him. Almost had him. Hey coach, how you liking Shadowlands? I've been really liking it a lot. Got my Moonkin to 60 already, working on my Shadow Priest. Nice. Both of those classes are so good. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Shadowlands more than I thought I was going to, by a lot. I was like not very excited for it leading up to it. I thought it was gonna be like anticlimactic, and I so far really like it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna throw some stuff in the oven real quick, guys. All right. Yeah, you've enjoyed Shadowlands more than you thought too. Yeah, it's been cool, and the expansion as a whole is better than I thought it would be. Like, I'm a big fan just in general, no matter what, like, you know, class or spec I was playing. But I also am liking Demonology more than I thought I was going to. You know what we should do? Let's also, I'm going to queue for a BG, and let's try that Shadow Bolt build out. Do you also get disconnected after using the portal Orbos? No, but I have had some issues like that. I had one like going to Torghast where I got stuck in a load screen for like 20 minutes. And that was really brutal. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Dailies are quick. I'm also liking the tower as well. Yeah, so the other thing that I like too that's a big deal, I think, is the callings, like the emissaries, aren't just daily quests. Like, you can do dungeons, you can go find like treasures, you can kill rare spawns. Like, the fact that it's go hunter. The fact that there's like some variety in what you can do, I think is great. Like the fact that you can gear in PvP as well as doing dungeons, and it's like you can like pick the PvP gear with the tokens. Like a lot of the systems, I think they have gone back to kind of their roots of what made the game so good back in the day. And I think it shows as far as just overall how the game feels. I'm going to open up on the warrior here, but I'm going to switch over to the hunter. I'm just gonna go actually open up here on the warrior. Nice. Should die here. Nice. Decimating bolt. Big damage here on the hunter. He's dead. Nice. Yeah, I think the tower is going to be interesting. It's cool because it's like different gameplay. It doesn't feel like any of the other content. So far, I think all the dungeons have been really enjoyable too. Like the aesthetics of the dungeons have been good. The different mechanics in the dungeons and kind of feeling like you're doing dungeons in the different Covenant zones. I think they did a good job with that. My big, kind of the big thing that's like left for me that will be kind of a big determining factor of like longevity of how much I enjoy the expansion is going to be from gearing, like how gearing feels. Like I hated in BFA feeling like, oh, my gear was completely obsolete after like the next season. So if they have like an upgrade system with like PvP gear, for example, where you can farm the gear, and if like you miss a season, it's not devastating to like where you're super far behind and you basically have to get all new gear over again and like hope that you get good drops. And like if they make it so that the gear isn't so obsolete come the next season, where you feel like you're having to just grind out more gear just to be able to like compete, that's like the big variable for me. Same with PvE stuff. It looks like they're doing a little more token based kind of things, which I think is all in the right direction. And I think they can do, it looks like so far from the PvP gear that they're doing it correctly now. I'm gonna kill these guys really fast before my Q pops. Nice. Yes. Maximum efficiency. Mists of Turna dungeon is kind of annoying. Yeah, some of them, I mean, I don't love every dungeon in its entirety, but I think they did a good job of like accomplishing all of the dungeons feeling very different, aesthetically kind of hitting the mark with like what theme they are, having some interesting, you know, boss mechanics between them. Some of them are definitely more obnoxious than others for sure. But let me put it this way, the way that they've what's the right word here? The way they've kind of implemented the dungeons make me hopeful that the raid is going to be successful from like a mechanical perspective and aesthetically. I think that they've done a good job doing what they probably reached to accomplish with the dungeons, and I'm hopeful that they're going to be able to have success with the raid, and I'm hoping that the raid ends up being good. So he's probably, I'm gonna unending resolve this. I'm gonna Healthstone here. Nice, I'm gonna pet stun out of that. Demonic. Now I'm gonna port back in. He's got a turtle. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna gateway. Nice. See ya. My tyrant literally just punched you in the face. So we still had everything up there. I still had coil. I still had life drain I could have drained there. At that point when all my pets are up, like, and it's a range class, I'm just going to basically be trying to LOS, I think. I think that's kind of the way I need to play that. Okay, so we have the pet battles over here. I really suck at pet battles. But I'm down to try. All my pets are like level 1. Got like 20 minutes left. I haven't looked at the rep rewards for the other professions and stuff, but is there, so I'm alchemy herb right now because I just wanted to be something that like was self-sufficient for like raiding and stuff like that, which I feel like Alk Herb is pretty safe bet. Are there any specific factions that I really need rep with sooner than others? Like, I haven't really been going around doing like all the other rep bonuses. I've been just focused on Maldraxxus. But I also want to make sure, like, if there's some rep that I really need for some reason, that I'm not just neglecting doing it. I would have gone Taylor Enchanter. Why Taylor Enchanter? I mean, my thought process is I can drop Herbalism, right? Like, holy shit. Nice. Little trolls. Nice. Holy shit. Sorry, guys. It scared me. To help craft my legendary. So, yeah, so my thought process on... Hold on, let me get that stuff out of the oven. I don't know why the jams keep turning off. Make sure I leave you guys with some jams going. Hold on one sec. Oh, let me requeue. So my thought process with the legendary stuff, though, is that basically the legendary is not like an ongoing thing, right? So you're just going to have like the one legendary that you're going to be crafting or whatever. I mean, assume you craft multiple legendaries, but it's like a one-time thing. So my thought process was like, I feel like I should go a profession that's like something, if I'm going to be doing something ongoing, then I feel like I'd rather have that on my main character. And I feel like having potions and flasks is like kind of like the main ongoing kind of thing I'm going to be doing, as well as like cauldrons and all that kind of stuff. Oops. And the legendaries are just like a one-time thing. That was kind of at least my idea. Enchanting makes sense. It makes sense to have enchanting on your main. I could see having enchanting on this character instead of herbalism, to be able to disenchant the gear, you know, that I'm like getting. That's a profession that makes sense to have on your main. I feel like pretty much everything else is kind of like secondary. But I mean, if you're yeah, we'll see though. I might switch. Herbalism is a good money maker, but I feel like it's going to be potentially more profitable in the beginning than later. Alchemy was also not super expensive to level. I'm not doing a good job of where I'm getting my portal down to. Here we go. Big damage. Nice. Where are you going, buddy? Maybe the rep in the maw. I'm not sure. I heard you need to farm some rep for sockets. I would say of all of the things in Shadowlands, the maw is my least favorite. I am not a fan of the maw. I don't like that you can't mount in the maw, and most all of like the quests and stuff that I've done in there are kind of confusing and like not fun to me. Do we think we can beat this guy, this pet guy? How do I level this thing up? Do I have to cage it? Health? I don't know. I don't know anything about the pet battle stuff.
Get ready for something new. Rent or buy the latest hit movies on YouTube or stream select titles for free with ads. Watch it all on the YouTube app. It's your new home for movies. Find your next on YouTube.
That's a casual ad there in the background. Nice. I need to upgrade to the YouTube subscription where they don't give you any more ads. You level your pets with fighting. Well, but this is a thing right here that says add 5 levels to any battle pet. But like when I click it, it's not doing anything. Shoot, I might be dead here, dude. I'm just like silenced that whole time. Holy shit. summon your pet, have the pet targeted. Oh, nice. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that at level 7. Oh, whatever. Whatever. We have you guys see my little pet roster? We got Eye of Observation, Lil Bling, and Dark Moon Rabbit. I think these are all kind of rare, aren't they? I think Little Bling might not be that rare, but I think Eye of Observation and Dark Moon Rabbit are pretty rare. I'm probably gonna do I'll probably do like one more game here, and then I'm gonna hop off of the stream for today. I just wanted to come on and get some more demo PvP content up there, because I think oh, does this guy have Eye of Observation too? He does, or he does. It's the same model. I'm the only one that's supposed to have Eye of Observation. Copycatter. You guys like this transmog though? I feel like it's a good one. Pretty solid transmog. Two v one. OP. Well, we can't end it on that. That was pretty lame. One more good one. Oh, that was the BG. Okay, we can do that. We can end it on the BG. So let's try the build I was talking about. I think I'd want to keep all of these, and just so that we have this as our strong offensive cooldown. Another option you can run is Soul Conduit and or Sacrifice Souls, because Sacrifice Souls does also help with that passive damage. And it can really add up. Maybe we should do that. Let's try that. We'll go Sacrifice Souls. I'll keep Felguard here as like our defensive cooldown. I like the range on Gateway here. I've been liking this Essence Drain too, and I feel like I need to practice this a little more and keep using this. But for the time being, let's use Gateway. I'm going to use Power Siphon, Dreadlash here for the cleave, because we're not going to have our Felguard out. You know, we can also do, we'll also go ahead and cast one of these Shadow Core Oils. OP. Alchemy. Let's go. So, like, imagine if you're running this setup, though, with the Succubus. and then you also run like the improved damage on your decimating bolt, and then do this whole combo, and you just have like a ton of shadow damage. I feel like you'll just be able to like insta kill people. You guys should be able to see, it's kind of noticeable how much harder my stuff hits for. Like if we do the setup, the demon bolts will be hitting for like close to 5k. Should we get the Zerker? You guys really just run away? Okay. Okay, we'll get a couple big decimating bolts up here. 13,000! Oh, we have Berserker, I forgot. It's like, holy shit, man. All right, everyone just Ghost Waterworks. Damn. I don't have a pet up right now. I don't have anything. There's not much I can do 6v1 like that. That's kind of rough. The other thing that would be good about running this setup is it gives you a little bit more control if you're good with using the succubus, which I'm not, but if I was. Like it would allow you to like 2v1 type situation a little bit better. I keep not doing lock rocks. Everyone just ghost. YOLO. All right, I'm going off. Good luck, have fun. Hey, see you, bud. Thanks for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Go on the healer here. Damn, dude. Just 6k instant bolt. See, like, I could see this being good once I get better at it. Ready? That big damage here. We can catch him. Why am I so fast? Ready? Damn it. I lost my power core procs. Too slow.
Movie night starts in 3, 2, 1. Rent or buy the latest hit movies on YouTube. Watch the biggest blockbusters, family favorites, laugh out loud comedies, and more. No way! Watch on the YouTube app. You can even stream select titles for free with ads. Your favorite place for videos is your new home for movies.
We're still pumping though. We're doing good damage. It's just like this is a totally different play style from the other play style, which I feel like I could also make this work in PvP potentially, but this is very, very different. Like I'm basically prioritizing my cast. If I was better at my succubus CC, I feel like it'd be really strong. And like if we are able to set up and prep these, you basically can use your Felguard, your seduce, and your coil to try and basically set up these big burst windows. Okay, what if we just open with like a straight up demon bolt like this? Okay, and then power core, demon bolt, OP? 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 Why am I not? Nice. Think we're figuring it out. Kind of fun. Feel like once I get a little bit better at Warlock in general, this will be a more viable setup to be able to do this and kind of have like these big kind of setups that you're doing, a little more CC, a little more control, I feel like, with having the seduction. Nice. That was fun. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the stream here, hop off for a little while. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Like always, I do appreciate it, and I will leave you guys here with a little boomkin montage here. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.